Good morning, it's Thursday, November the 11th, and you're watching AGORACOM Small Cap News TV Resources Edition here every day exclusively on theglobeinvestor.com. I'm your host, Paul Kandakos. AGORACOM TV is a daily, fast-paced show bringing you the best press releases out of the resource sector at the open, along with the halt, so you can hopefully profit from them and potentially find your next great small cap investment. Folks, have two great press releases to report on this morning, followed by one halt in the second segment of our show. So without any further ado, let's get down to business. Our lead story, our stories are both coming out of a company called Endeavour Silver. The press releases actually came out yesterday after our show in the morning, so we thought they were worthy of your attention, so I'm bringing it to you this morning. Endeavour Silver trades on the TSX, that's the big board, under the symbol EDR. They're announcing their financial operating results for the third quarter 2010. They're reporting record quarterly EBITDA, cash flow, and revenues. The company owns and operates two high-grade underground silver gold mines in Mexico, and with the price of silver and gold where they are, silver spot price last I checked was $27.20, and gold was in and around the $1,400 an ounce mark. These are the kind of companies you want to be looking at in this environment. Now, let me give you some of the highlights coming out of the company. Net earnings climbed to $100,000, and that's up from a loss of $1.2 million year over year. EBITDA rose 826% to $6.5 million. Mine operating cash flow rose to 181%, which was up to $11 million. Sales revenue increased 105% to $20 million. The cash costs increased slightly to 14%, up to $5.93 per ounce of silver produced. However, given the price of where the price of silver is, there's a large buffer, big profit to be had there. Silver production climbed 20% to 797,000 ounces of silver, and gold production jumped 28% to 4,600 ounces of gold. A little bit about the company. They are a small cap silver mining company focused on the growth of its silver production reserves and resources in Mexico. They're last at 585, high of 714, low of $3.05. They've got a market cap of approximately $70 million. And a little more news coming out of the company yesterday. They also announced a $50 million bought deal financing. It was done by the syndicate of underwriters led by CIBC. Bought deals are always a good indication of strength coming from the company. So obviously this is a good indication. The company intends to issue 8,150,000 common shares at a price of $6.15 per common share, and the deal is expected to close in and around December 1st, 2010. We've got one halt for you, which comes out of a company called Spartan Resources. They trade on the TSX Venture under the symbol SRI, and they're halted pending news. That's a wrap for today's show. Thanks for joining us. Make sure to observe a moment of silence at 11:11:11 today to remember our fallen veterans for Remembrance Day. That's a wrap for today's show. Thanks for joining us. Make sure to join us again here tomorrow, and we've got more great press releases coming out of the resource small cap sector.